welcome again, guys, to Skill Inspirational Academy. Thanks for choosing us. So, as we discussed, like this training would cover F5 LTM plus Palo Alto. Okay, before I going or jump into future things regarding course content all, let me update you few things about me and let me update about Skilled Inspirational Academy. So, guys, generally we will start this session mostly around 9 a.m. IST. So please try to join by 9 or 9:05. And what things it will cover is, guys, people have confusion. So let me update you. We will cover all topic by topic theory plus practical. And we will go one by one topic every day. Then I will mute you. Then after that, I will unmute you so that you can ask. Let's say today I discuss one topic for 30 minutes. At that time, I will mute you, and after that, I will unmute so that you can ask your questions. So I will give chance to everyone so they can ask questions anytime. Even you have Monday to Friday also. Let's say today you did not got time to discuss. You can ask me Monday to Friday. Plus, guys, whoever has enrolled us, you will get lifetime interview support. What does it mean is, guys, let's say you have completed my course, you have completed Hemu sir course. After that, let's say you want to give any interview. In that case, you can call us and tell us that before 2 days or 3 days that, hi sir, I have an interview. Can you please help me? So we will help you. We will tell you what type of questions can be asked in an interview. Also, guys, we will do all the labs. Even you face any issues on the lab, we will help you to create. So for F5, I will do all the labs on VMware. Fifth thing, guys, what I will do is you will get all the recording videos with all the software. Like you will get recording videos after each class on the same email ID which you upload on the sheet. Plus, you will get all the software. Software means F5 image plus whatever image we will use in topology. You will get everything. Next thing is, guys, another rule which will help everyone is, let's say today I discuss 3 topics. So please ask questions related to that topic only. If you have any extra questions, you can ask after the class. Or maybe you have extra topic. Maybe you are already working on F5 or Palo Alto. Then you can ask your questions later on. But please ask relevant questions related to that topic so that everyone can get it. So these are the few things which I wanted to upload. Now, guys, we have a website. Little bit on my side, I am with it. You can call me Monday to Friday for a personal discussion also, like on any doubts. So my timing would be 7 to 8 p.m. IST. My number is 98171 87997. So it will go to my team. They will conference with me. So you can call me for any doubts, for any suggestions. And I have been working on F5 from last 10 years. I am certified in LTM, GTM, ASM, and APM. Plus, I will give you certification guidance also. There are no dumps, there are no settings, but there is a huge value of F5 certification. So don't worry on that part. We will keep on discussing on that. I'm also working on Palo Alto, Juniper SRX, plus little bit on auditing part. Cloud, so far I did not got chance to work on cloud, but I'm looking further to increase my skills on cloud technologies. So this is my introduction, and my YouTube channel is Skilled Inspirational Academy. So you can go to YouTube and check my videos. I have uploaded many videos related to interview guidance and other thing. So you can just subscribe and check other videos. And we have a website called SIANETS.com. So you can visit and check our courses. So let me just show you quickly. This is our website and I will not able to see the chat. So if you have any issues or any doubts, I will take it after the class. So this is our website, guys. If you want to see what courses we deliver, you can go to that course. You can join our Telegram group also, where we discuss different things also. And if you want to see course content videos, you can just download here. Whatever course we are providing, you can just download the course content accordingly. And we have our application which people were having confusion. So when you go here, web.classplus.com, this is our link. Here you need to enter organization code VNCPH, or you can, this is our organization code. So this is our application where I will upload free materials. So you will go to this study material. You can see Palo Alto lab manual, F5 lab setup, little bit documentation, free guides, free videos we'll upload here, like related to lab interview questions. So this is mandatory. You can download our application either through Android application or you can download through Apple. Both the way you can download it. And the link is web.classplusapp.com. And in Google Play Store, you can just type skilled inspirational academy. You will get it. So this is mandatory for everyone to download so that you can check the free materials which we used to upload. So we will upload everything here. Go to study materials. Here, let's say this is my lab guide. So you can just check whatever things we are uploading. You can just check it. So in this case, this is how we upload it. So this is mandatory for you guys. Okay. So these are the things, guys, which I wanted to show you. Now let's go further and discuss about the class. So guys, this is the course content which we will start. So I will go step by step, different modules. So before every class, I will tell you what we will do today and what are the topics which we will discuss so that you will get an idea what we are doing it. So this is the way which I will tell you today's agenda like this, and we will go topic by topic. Let's say today I discuss about introduction, what is load balancer. Then we will have Q&A for that. Then we will discuss hardware, how F5 looks like. Then we will have Q&A for that. Then we will do lab setup. So then we will have question and answers. So that is how we will go. Maybe sometime I will go a little slow. Maybe sometimes I will go average. Depends on your understanding. And don't worry, guys. I can guarantee you, if you complete my course and Hemu sir course, you can clear your interview and even you can work on any production environment. That is guarantee which I can give you. If you join our regular class, if you are regular with our video, see, you cannot get 100% every time. Even if you get 50% and 50% you watch videos and you ask questions, then it is good. If you get 20% today, that is not good. So please try to understand. If you have any questions, you can ask. So the first topic, guys, on the course content which we will start with is, I'm just giving 5 minutes overview what all things we will cover. So then we will discuss the load balancer. What is load balancer? So the first module we will cover is introduction to big IP. So guys, you will see different names, big IP. So F5 is a company. Okay, F5 is a company like Cisco, Juniper, other. And F5 has a product called big IP. And big IP has different module, LTM, GTM, ASM, and one more module is APM. So the module which we will cover is load balancer, which is called local traffic manager. So if someone asks you what is LTM, you need to tell them it is local traffic manager. We will discuss why it is called local traffic manager. But you need to understand the terms carefully. So first we will discuss what is load balancer, why it came into picture, what are the advantages of that. Then guys, we will set up a lab. In lab setup, I will tell you what are the software, what are the network component which we will be using it. How many interfaces would be there? Let's say I have F5 load balancer. We will have one external interface. We will have one internal interface. Everything will be discussed. Then we will discuss about management IP connectivity. If I have an F5 from scratch, let's say my company has deployed F5. They asked me, hey, Skilled Inspirational Academy, can you deploy F5 from scratch? So you should know everything. So we will cover all the things in detail. Now, next topic which we will cover is traffic processing, which is very important, guys. This is the baseline for F5. All F5 LTM deals with this 4 components, which is called F5 terminologies. What is virtual server? What is pool? What is pool member? And what is node? So in this case, what will happen is you need to understand, we will cover in detail what is virtual server, what is pool member, and what is node. So in this case, what will happen is we will talk about packet flow. Let's say I'm sitting on internet. I have an F5. I have a website called SIANETS.com. How load balancer will come into picture in this case. Then we will do the lab setup for this health monitor. So right now, guys, don't worry. This is just an overview what things I will cover. Next thing is different types of virtual server. F5 can be deployed as layer 3, layer 4, layer 7. So there are different types of component. F5 can work as a normal router. It can work as a normal TCP load balancer, or it can work as a HTTP based load balancer. So we will discuss the use case for everything. So in this case, we will discuss how we will configure as a router, what is the topology we will follow. So guys, in real world, you will understand that you will heard this term, one arm mode and two arm mode. So people will have question, let's say I have an internet, then I have a firewall coming into picture, then I have an F5, then I have a switch, then I have servers, server 1, server 2, server 3. How the traffic flows. So this is how we will cover. Now, next topic which we will covering is load balancing technique, guys. What is load balancer and how, let's say I'm just giving you a normal overview. I have multiple clients. Let's say google.com is my website. I have multiple clients connecting to that. But that website traffic should get load balancer, right? Because I have multiple servers which can host google.com. Let's say I don't have multiple server, I only have one server. Can this server manage overload? I have thousands of customer who is accessing google.com at a time. Can this server manage? No. So to introduce that, to get overload, to get load balancer proper, so that all servers can get fully utilized, we have a load balancer. So we'll discuss different technologies, how F5 as a component will distribute the traffic to different server. So let's say client traffic comes to F5. How F5 will distribute traffic? One request will go to this server, one request will go to this server, one request will go to this server. How the load balancing will happen? So that all things may be round robin, ratio base. Let's say 60% server this is utilized. I don't want this another request should go to this. It should go to either this server or this server. So that all depends on your load balancing technique, or it is called load balancing algo. So we will discuss all these things in detail. Next thing what we will discuss is profile. Let's say I have F5 coming into picture. I have a TCP traffic, I have an HTTP traffic. How F5 will differentiate whether the traffic is TCP based or HTTP based, or whether the traffic is FTP? All it comes under profile. This is very, very important, guys. We will check everything through Wireshark, how the packet flows, what is SSL, what is HTTP, what is HTTPS. Then we will discuss about cookie persistence and everything in detail. So all that things comes under profile. Whole F5 covers 20% of profile, guys. In most of the interview also this question is asked. How SSL works, what is HTTP profile, what is TCP profile. So you need to understand in detail. Then we will cover persistence, guys. What is HTTP? We'll discuss basics of HTTP, how traffic flows when F5 receives HTTP traffic. Then we will cover persistence. So in persistence, we have cookie. Maybe someone has worked on cookie persistence, source address persistence. Everything will be covered in detail. Another important component guide which comes into picture is network address translation and SNAT. In most of the production environment or most of the interview, they will ask you, what is one arm mode, what is NAT and what is SNAT? What are the use case, guys? Why I need SNAT? So basically SNAT has come to resolve your routing issue. So we'll understand how the routing is, how it prevents asymmetric routing. So we will do the lab for this. We will understand everything in detail. Next thing, guys, next topic is IApp. We have some complex application, let's say exchange application, which has ready-made template. How F5 can deploy this? Let's say I have an OVA or a Microsoft Exchange application or any Microsoft related application, Skype. Let's say I want to deploy load balancer for Skype application. So how F5 can be deployed quickly for complex application? So guys, for this F5 has a ready-made templates available. So which can already create. So I will right now, you will not get it. So once I will go into detail, you will understand. Another topic, this is related to troubleshooting, guys. QK view and iHealth. If someone has worked on Cisco environment, they have heard about tech support file. So when they open case with vendor will ask logs, configuration, all the data from that device. So that is called QK view in F5. So let's say if you are having some issues, you're not able to troubleshoot, you will open an F5 support case. So they will ask you some logs. So that logs are called QK view. Another component, guys, which is very, very important, which comes into picture is how to upgrade F5. Even in production, you will see many times you will be upgrading F5 due to vulnerability. You have a vulnerability in your environment, you need to upgrade your F5. How to take backup? So when you do any complex activity, you need to take a backup. Let's say after upgrade, your device does not come up. Device does not come up. In that case, what will happen if you don't have a backup? That's why backup is very, very important. So you should know how to take a backup, how to store, where to store. So to do any complex activity, before activity, you need to have a backup. So that is where we will discuss about upgrades, backup, software upgrade, patches, and all the things. Now, another topic which will come into picture is high availability, guys. We will discuss how to deploy F5 in active passive environment. What is the difference between active passive? How F5 is deployed? Let's say I have F5.1 here, I have F5.2 here. How F5 will be deployed? If one F5 goes down, how traffic will get failover? So we will discuss everything in detail. So in F5, high availability is called device service clustering. So this is the term you will heard. So we will deploy lab for that. For that, you will have two F5 and we will see how to build a HA. Next topic, guys, we will discuss about syslog. Like let's say you have some flapping. Let's say your pool members are flapping or any your nodes are flapping. Or there are some issues on F5, how to track the logs. So there are two types of logs we will discuss, local logs and remote logs. That comes into picture when you need to troubleshoot. Let's say customer is saying that my website is not accessible. So in this case, we need to check the logs. Let's say customer is saying that I'm facing slowness issues. In all this case, we will discuss how to check the logs. That will be helpful. And the most important topic which comes into picture is how to troubleshoot any issue using Wireshark. So we will discuss all these details. So F5 can be deployed as a GUI environment plus CLI. So CLI is also very, very important, guys. We need to see how to troubleshoot whether using GUI and CLI. So we will cover everything. I will teach you how easy CLI is, how you can check connection table, how to see whether packet is arriving at F5 and F5 is forwarding it. And we will see how to troubleshoot, how to take Wireshark capture. So TCP dump is a utility, guys. So in that case, you need to understand little bit on TMOS. So F5 has an operating system called TMOS, Traffic Management Operating System. Like in Juniper, we have Junus. In Cisco, we have iOS. So F5 operating system is TMOS, Traffic Management Operating System. So when we talk about upgrade or anything, they have a different version. So we need to understand what is the operating system running behind F5. So sometimes this question can be asked. And the topic which covers will be iRule. So guys, as I told in demo, iRule is there, but it's getting replaced with local traffic policy. So we will discuss both the things together. What is I rule? What is the difference between an I rule and a local traffic policy? So that you can get good idea on that. So this is all about the course content, guys. Now, guys, let's go one by one. We will have the introduction session and I will discuss, guys, different scenarios also, like interview question people were asking. So these are the some questions we will discuss later on. Right now, I'm not telling you. So because right now you don't have an idea. So day-to-day activities. So people have question, guys. People will say, I'm a fresher on F5. How I can clear the interview? You need to show them, guys, that you are already working as an experienced person. And one more advantage of F5 is, guys, is F5 has a 30 days free license. You can practice everything on the lab. You don't need anything extra. So I will show you how to get a license, how you can do the lab. So that is an advantage of F5. You don't need to buy anything. They will provide you free license. And now let's go first topic, big IP system and TMOS architecture. What is F5 and how it is? So let's go one by one. So today's agenda, we have covered course content. If someone has any question, I will take later on. After I will unmute you all. Now the next topic which comes today is what is F5 load balancer? So guys, I will draw a simple topology or I will show you in the picture. So guys, here you can see two picture. Picture one, picture two. In these two picture, in one case, I have an F5 coming into picture. This is client, this is F5, and these are the server. So guys, server are nothing where your application will host. Don't get confused. Some people will say application server, some people will say web server. So let's say you access anything on internet. Let's say SIANETS.com or google.com or aws.com or geo.com, ageo.com. So this application will be hosted somewhere, right? How you are accessing the web page? When you click, when you open your website, okay. When you access https colon crnets.com, what you are getting? You are getting one web page. So web page where you are from getting. So web page is basically getting delivered from application server. So that is where your application server comes into picture. So application server or web server is what is there is where your website is originally hosted. So that is called application server. So the same application can be hosted here also, here also, here also, and here also. So that multiple client can access and one server does not get overloaded. So that is where load balancer comes into picture. Now we will see the difference. In first picture, guys, we have a client, one client, two client, three client. They want to access sianets.com, which is hosted on this server. Then we have a router. Then we have a firewall. And then we have an application server. We don't have any F5 load balancer. So what will happen? Your first request will come, it will go to this server. Your second request will come, it will go to the same server. Your third request will go, it will go to the same server. So we have only one server here. What are the disadvantage, guys, here? First disadvantage is, let's say this server goes down. Will your website will be accessible? Let's say this server goes down where your application was hosted. No, in that case, you will get an outage. Your customer will shout, hey, I'm receiving an outage. My website is not accessible. So it will say website not accessible, connection timeout. So that is the disadvantage without a load balancer. Another disadvantage is, guys, my customer says that I want 24 into 7, my website should be available. In that case, if the server goes down, there is no backup. Second case is, guys, all your requests, let's say 1,000 users comes in and they want to access a website, SIANETS.com, which is hosted on this server. In that case, this server will be overloaded because it can handle at a time 200 requests per second. But request you are getting is 1,000 on your website. Can it handle? No. So you will get slowness issues. You don't have a backup. You don't have a load balancer who can manage the load. Request will come here, here, here. All the request is coming into one server. So the second disadvantage is you don't have a load balancer here. All the server load is managed by one server. Now let's see, guys. This was picture one. Now let's see picture two, where we have a load balancer coming into picture. So if someone asks you what is load balancer is called local traffic manager. So what is load? So load plus balancer is a term which is given to load balancer. So load, basically it's called client request. And balancer means F5 is the device which can balance the load which is coming from different requests to different server. Server 1, server 2, server 3, which I will show you in this picture. So in this case, same thing is there. Only thing which we have introduced is F5 device. So F5 device can be deployed as VMware. It can be deployed as an hardware. It can be deployed on cloud. Even in real scenario, you will see this. So what will happen, guys? First thing is my same application. I have 4 servers here. Server 1, server 2, server 3, and server 4. So my sianets.com is hosted here also, on server 3 also, and server 4 also. Now in this case, can you see this? One request is going this server, second request is going this server, third request is going to this server. So what does it mean? It means your load is getting balanced. So some request, let's say 10 requests go here, 10 requests go here, 10 requests go here. So right now there are 1,000 users who are accessing your website, which is called sianets.com. So it will get properly load balanced. 300 requests will be here, 300 requests will be here, 300 requests will be here. So it will get proper load balancing. So round robin, let's say I have a round robin load balancing algo, which we will discuss later on. So what does it mean? First request will go here, second request will go here, third request will go here. It will go sequence wise. So 300 request will go here, 300 request will go here, 300 request will go here. It means first advantage is you have a backup. Your website will be 24 into 7 available. in this case. Why? Even if this server goes down, these two servers can manage the load. These two servers can deliver the website because the same application is hosted here, here, and here. So that is one advantage. Second advantage is even this server goes down or even this server is overutilized. In this case, these servers can handle the load. That is why it is called load balancer, guys. Again, I'm repeating why it is called load balancer, because it is getting request from client and then it will distribute evenly distribution so that no server can get overutilized. F5 makes sure that this server is not utilized, this server is not utilized, this server is not utilized. So that is where that is a difference between without a load balancer. Here this is called without F5 and this is called with F5. So that is a simple term. Your request will come, it will get load balance into multiple servers. So that is how load balancer is categorized. Someone asks you what is F5 load balancer? You can tell them F5 load balancer is a device which will handle the client request and get load balance between multiple servers. And why it is called local traffic manager? Because guys, your all application servers are hosted within a data center, same data center. So you have a F5 on same data center, your servers are on same data center. It is not like that. Some applications are in US, some applications are in UK. So that is called local traffic manager, where your applications are hosted within a data center. So that is called local traffic manager. When we talk about GTM, that is called global traffic manager. In that case, what happens is, guys, your some clients are sitting in US, some clients are sitting in UK, and you have one application in US, same application is hosted in UK. If customer come from US, they can go to US data center. If some customer is coming to UK, that will go to UK data center to access SIANETS.com. So that is called global. Global means your application is hosted, same application is hosted in different data center. But a local traffic manager means your application is hosted on or within a data center, you can say. Not same data center, within a data center. That is why it is called local traffic manager. Now, guys, this is how it looks like. We have users over internet and you have an F5, then you have application. This user wants to access application, so it will go to F5 and only access. He cannot directly access now. So that is why F5 is called a full proxy model. We will talk about full proxy shortly. So what does it mean? You will have one connection here, which is called client to F5, and one connection will be from F5 to server, where your application is hosted. So there will be two connections. One is client to F5 and one is called F5 to the server. When we do the lab, I will show you. So there will be two TCP handshake. One TCP three-way handshake between here and one TCP handshake is between F5 to the server. So that is why it is called proxy, full proxy. What are the advantage? If someone asks you what are the advantage, first advantage is it will eliminate the downtime. You have your application 24/7 available. When you have an F5 load balancer, you have your application 24/7 available. Second thing is performance. Because you have multiple servers. Let's say I have this client, then I have an F5, Then I have three servers, server 1, server 2, server 3. So you have multiple server to handle the same application. In that case, performance will definitely improve, right? Your server will not get overutilized. So first advantage is availability. If someone asks you what are the advantages, first advantage is availability. Second advantage is performance. And the third advantage is security. Why secure? Your client will never come to know which server he is connecting. So client only knows that I'm just connecting to F5. I'm just getting a website. He will never come to know which server client has an access. So it will have a security. Client will never come to know that which server he is connecting, because for client front end is F5. So that's why there is a two separate connection. So that is why it is showing you, right? F5 advantage is you want to turn your infrastructure into application delivery network. So sometimes F5 is also called ADC, application deliver sorry, application delivery controller. My main role is I want to deliver my application to client. So F5 role is if some request comes to F5, F5 should respond with the web page. So I want to deliver my application to my client. So that is where F5 comes into picture. I want to improve my application performance. I want to make it more scalable. So that is called application delivery controller, which means I want to deliver my application through F5. So this is typical setup, more pictorial representation. Here you cannot see any F5 coming into picture. So previously client was directly connecting to application server without F5. Now when F5 come into picture, what will happen, which I discussed? There is a high availability. If this server goes down, then these servers can handle the load. Equal distribution of traffic so that no server can get overutilized. You can protect your application from attack, which is called OWASP top 10. Also support cost, reducing support cost. Right now you will have F5 coming into picture, which will connect to all this server. So you don't want to worry about your server capability. So that is what we discussed. When load balancer come into picture, what are the advantages? So see, performance will be increased, availability of application will be here, load balancing will be happen. So there will be a full proxy architecture which will be implemented. Full proxy is nothing, two separate connections. One is client into F5 and one is F5 to the server. That is called full proxy. So that is only introduced in F5. So this is all about introduction what is F5.